Hi, Ruben. I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. It's a real pleasure to meet you. Before I watched the film in Cannes, someone warned me there was a scene that was like The Shining, but with shit. How do you kind of manage people's expectations of what they can expect when they watch Triangle of Sadness?
You know, I was a little bit interested in like art house cinema in Europe that I thought was not bringing in the audience enough. And I wanted to make a combination of like the best part of the American cinema that is really, really good in bringing in the audience, but also combining it with European cinema that is thought-provoking and that want to discuss what kind of society do we want to have, look at ourselves. So it's a combination of like those two different film traditions. And I was inspired of like Buñuel and Lina Wertmüller. There was directors in the 70s that if you watch their films today, they were like, wow, they did something very interesting.
And you've assembled such a wonderful cast, and particularly capturing the humour, the acerbic wit, the satire, from Harris Dickinson to Woody Harrelson, of course Dolly, and sadly, the late Charlbi. So, how did you put all these people together?
When we watch the cast and how they are acting. I mean, I think that it's really an ensemble movie, and I really want people to pay attention to the different actors, what they have in their performance, and also Charlbi Dean that passed away, and we were really, really shocked, and it's really a tragedy. But she's doing such a fantastic performance. So in any way that I can encourage the audience to watch their performance and understand that they were actors that was working together in a very, like a team. And then I think they will be getting a kind of warm feeling, actually.
And, in terms of what the takeaways are, the key themes, obviously it's taking a little bit of a hit at, privilege, wealth, but also as we get towards the end of the movie, all of us taking a look at ourselves, what are we once we strip all these things away? And perhaps, treating other people with kindness is really important.
I mean, I think it's right, like to be here on the red carpet or being in Cannes or being in London. And my goal have always been to make a film that is making the audience look at themselves in the mirror and try to question, in which way would I react if I was in this setup and was dealing with this kind of dilemma. So I really hope that the audience will ask them questions about themselves. I think that one thing is that when you reach out to a wider audience, it's important to talk about the content that you think is important. So I'm not so interested in genre movies. I'm actually more interested in if I have some experience in life that I think have been important to me and that I think can bring in knowledge to other people, that's what I'm aiming for when I'm doing the movies. We casted in many, many countries. We casted in Berlin, in London, in New York, in all the Scandinavian capitals, and in Manila, in Berlin. So we were trying, the goal of making the film and the cast of the film was we were trying to make a Real Madrid. And I think maybe we have managed to do something a little bit similar at least. They're very good players on all of the positions in this team. And of course, when Charlbi Dean passed away, she was one of these players. And the thing with Charlbi Dean was that she was a very caring person. She was helping out her co-actors. She was helping out the team. She was lifting up everybody. So these days, when we go and present the film, we try to dedicate the screening to her honor. But it will always feel like there's one spot missing, like one person is not there. So it is sad, of course. Maybe when I was on set, but I felt nervous when I was cutting the film, and I was when we were applying for Cannes, because I think that everybody that was working on the film, like the distributors and everyone that had put money into the film, they just expected the film to be released in Cannes and have a spot in the competition. So when we got a spot in competition, then I was just relieved. And then when everything happened in Cannes, then it was a roller coaster ride. I'm spitted out on the other side. So he's traveling a lot with me. So my wife and my son is traveling a lot with me, and also my older daughters are traveling with me. So for me, it's a way of dealing with that is just bringing my family along. it was a joy to work together with her because she has a really, really hard part. I mean, she is going from the pyramid is turned over, the hierarchies are turned over, and she's going to end up in the top of the hierarchy in the film. And there was not many scenes that you have to, make it believable that she ends up in the top of the hierarchy. So I was nervous when it came to that part, but she did it in such a convincing way. She's a great actor. I have said that I want it to be a wild, entertaining roller coaster for adults. And when I say roller coaster for adults, that's because I want it to be thought-provoking. So I hope that the audience have a lot of things to talk about afterwards. And maybe you can read another interview with me, what I think, but I will not give it away now.